topic in our hot sauce today, aside from the big game and usually much more, people are looking for those wonderful Super Bowl ads that draw attention and talk for weeks to come. And we have advertising executive Jeff Bucky from Travers Collins here to talk about some of the previews that have already been released online, to show us some of those. And we're going to get your perspective on what you think are going to be the successful ones.
Sure.
All right, let's start with the one everybody's been talking about, Ferris Bueller. And can we take a roll of that, Ferris Bueller's Day Off? It's kind of a remake with that. Let's take a look.
I guess I'll be okay.
I'm calling the studio, Matthew. You're not shooting today.
No.
People are depending on me.
Movies bring so much joy.
Stop. It's done.
Just get some rest.
Diva. He bought it. How can I handle work on a day like today?
All right, Matthew Broderick, obviously reenacting his Ferris Bueller character. What do you think of that one? It's long, number one.
Yeah, I think it's great because, I mean, that's a movie from the 80s that's still popular today, so people like my generation grew up with that movie, and you have a lot of fond memories of it. So I think Honda's thinking, well, people really like Ferris Bueller. Maybe they want to buy a Honda. It's a good use of celebrities.
Honda CR-V. Do you think people are going to be watching? I mean, how many times can they air it at 2.5 minutes? That's an expensive commercial.
Yeah, and there may be an edited down version as well. But again, you don't see Matthew Broderick a lot on TV, so it's kind of refreshing and kind of fun to see him there.
You're exactly right. All right, this next one. Last year, Volkswagen had a hit with the Darth Vader one, and this year they tried it again with kind of the same theme with Star Wars. Let's look at that one. Very creative. 10 million hits so far online when it was released. What do you think of this one?
Well, I mean, it's great, and it shows you how advertisers are increasingly using teasers today. And you put that out on YouTube in advance and getting 10 million page views already. It builds a buzz before their advertisements even shown. So a way to get more bang for the buck.
Now, you saw it goes all the way through with the dogs, and then at the end they just show the Volkswagen?
Yeah. But again, by using Star Wars and dogs, it's kind of a sure thing for Volkswagen.
Dogs are good?
Yeah, people love dogs. People love animals.
You're exactly right. All right, the next one is another thematic commercial. Everyone's favorite career builder, chimps. They're back.
You want me to go to Newark with those guys? No, they're all business.
Packed this bag yourself, sir?
Yes, I did. Oh, okay, that is not mine. Ron, poison.
I think I saw Joe Arena in there. Just kidding. He's not a chimp. Funny with another animal series?
Yeah, I think so. And again, it's the Super Bowl. You expect there to be a monkey spot, at least one. But Career Builder does humor well. They've done that for a couple years running now, and it seems to be part of their brand. And what they use the monkeys there to kind of amplify what the company's really about, the company's attributes. So it's a good use of monkeys. Even
though if they're successful by popularity, if they don't get the message across, is it still considered successful? Well,
I think that's what you want to be original and memorable, but yeah, you have to remember what the company is. And that's the only thought on that Star Wars commercial for Volkswagen. You know, 6 months from now, you might remember that there was a Star Wars commercial with barking dogs, but are you going to remember that was for Volkswagen?
True. Speaking of cars, though, another successful one that is expected to be successful this year, the one with Audi and a vampire, following the vampire trend.
Party's arrived.
Okay, it's kind of cool, but I don't get the point of that one.
I think, you know, vampires are everywhere in pop culture, so I think Audi's trying to say they're hip, but they're connected to what's going on, they're relevant. I guess my only thought there is that, you know, Audi is a kind of expensive automobile, and, you know, the average Twilight-loving teen isn't going to be able to afford one, so they must be trying to skew to the older, true blood demographic.
All right, there you have it. I'm going to just put you on the spot here. Which one do you think?
Well, the Star Wars won last year, so I'll go with another Star Wars spot, the sequel.
I'm going to go with the chimps.
Can't go wrong.
But you know what? Also, just quickly tell folks about, you guys are trending. Travers Collins is going to trend and see what folks are watching.
Yeah, we want to know what Western New York thinks of the Super Bowl commercials, and Western New Yorkers have a lot of opinions, so if you go to tcsuperpoll.com, you can let us know which ones you like, which ones you didn't like, and the day after the game, we're going to announce the inaugural Super Bowl champion. Excellent, and we're going to have somebody from Travers Collins back to Monday night quarterback, see which ones were successful. Absolutely. Terrific. Jeff Bucky, thank you so much for joining us.